Welcome back to Loc'd N Love, Episode5. It's your boy June from Harlem.
I wish you quit it. And it's your girl Krystal, straight here from North Carolina.
Yeah. Good old Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, born and raised.
Yeah. So first things first. People that watch this show, these are not the same pants I had on last week. I just want to make sure that you... People that watch, I just want to make sure because they had a zip on. They had a zip on.
Who cares?
Hey, somebody out there following.
Following what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're not the same pants.
So let's start it here. I seen a video on TikTok of a guy that said people that wear polo is lame.
Oh, Lord. Well, baby, you isn't with the capital L because I think your whole wardrobe is polo.
I said it's outdated, man. I said it ain't smart.
Well, it is what it is. I mean, it is older label, so
it's sophisticated.
It's your thing, whatever.
But you got a polo shirt under my face, though.
Listen, if you go, you go to every polo store.
I do.
On the East Coast.
Everyone.
I'm supposed to just go in there and look at you buy stuff? Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. Because I'm going to pick up me a shirt, a hat, something.
True stuff. How was your weekend?
Weekend was chill, actually. We didn't do much of nothing other than we went to see Juju this weekend. He had the practice like a pro day. And he had a lot of support. They said that it was just a practice. My baby had a lot of support that came out and showed him some love.
I keep telling you that's a grown man. Good.
It is, but it's still my baby. He had a great practice. He looked real good out there. He looked real good. And I was definitely surprised to see him on that field as much as he was on that field. You know? And to see him writing some autographs and the little local boys already know who he is. Like that was very
his profile up on the website on the roster.
I guess it is. He looked it real good. And then we came back and we went to
see, you done left out a place. You gotta talk about it's a southern thing where we had brunch at yesterday.
Oh, it's a southern thing in Durham, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. It was very good. Very good. I had it was called chicken and waffle kebabs, and it's like chicken and waffles on the bottom. They had collard greens. It's a brunch place, and they had collard greens on the side, and some cheddar stone grits. Listen, it was very good. It was very much of that. What did you have?
I had the chicken fried steak. I had that with the home fries and the cheese grits.
So it's a southern thing in Durham. That was good.
Check it out.
And then, what else we do this weekend?
You went to that Champ Lou place to get the Dubai chocolate cup.
Oh, yeah. I didn't find much. And I'm not just, like, we went to the one in Canada. It was perfect. We went to the one in Detroit. It was perfect. And then we get over here.
It was crispy.
It was very crispy, but it was dry.
It was dry.
Like, I guess the kataifi stuff in it, it was super dry. And it wasn't all that. But, and then after that,
came on back.
And we went to,
Chili.
For Linda's birthday.
For Linda's birthday this weekend.
That was nice.
It was my baby birthday Friday before I forget. Ooh. Kennedy turned the big 11.
11. God knows it's happening so fast. Yeah. So fast. But that is the baby. I will be an empty nester soon. And ready? No, but it's coming actually.
Empty nester. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to have empty nester. The more that I think about it.
What you gonna do?
I don't know. So somebody can come back.
Oh, yeah, somebody can come back. Ooh, you had me nervous. You had me nervous for a second. I thought you would say you want another baby.
How you get that out?
You say you want to be an empty nester. Once they gone, what else is going to happen?
They can't come back? Like,
Oh, we waiting for grandkids.
You said that, not like you took that somewhere I wasn't even.
I didn't know what you were saying. You talking about they come back. No, let them go. Or go have some grandkids way down the line. I'm not ready to be a grandma yet, but way down the line. Have some grandkids.
Hey, Mr. Producer, you seen our special guest today? She was supposed to be here at 6 o'clock. I ain't seen her.
Wow, not you.
I ain't seen her yet.
Don't do that. Our special guest is here. We're going to bring her on shortly.
She was supposed to be here.
And here, don't do our special guest. You just ready to pick with her. She was supposed to be here. You just ready to pick with our special guest.
I ain't seen it.
They about to go at it, y'all. I'm just let y'all have it. Our special guest will be on soon, but quick. We got to do our local shout out.
Yeah.
Our local shout out today is going to be
Tattoo Familiar with the homie Kent Curtis. Man, I counted my tattoos today. I got 25.
25 tattoos.
25 tattoos.
That's a little bit extreme.
Yeah? Huh?
I have 17, but 25 is a little extreme.
When does it become extreme? About 15.
15?
15.
No, don't do that. 25 is extreme.
Go ahead and introduce our guest. I see she finally made it here. Finally got here.
Do not do that. Well, our guest today, we talked about her a little bit.
The best stylist on this side.
Our loctician, the loctician behind the lock on Loc'd N Love. So this is our loctician, April Harris. And
from Maple Hill.
All right, y'all.
Come on.
Our loctician, welcome. Thank y'all for having me. Listen, he is ready to pick with you. You know that, right? Hello, man. I'm glad to be here.
Welcome.
Thank y'all for having me.
How you doing?
I'm well. Good, man. First of all, okay. I've been here. Second of all, Polo is designer.
Yeah.
Okay. Do people know that?
Yeah.
Like they have pieces up there like 10 grand.
True stuff.
And up. That purple stuff. It's not just a label. It's Polo is designer. People don't know that, but they have some pieces for people. Yeah. And even them lower pieces be high. You know how they do. You know, Polo is that brand. I don't care what nobody say. I'll never stop wearing Polo. I love it. But anywho. You here. I'm here. We're waiting for you. Have y'all. Yes. Glad to be here.
Are you introduce yourself to the people?
Oh, well, I am April Harris. Here by April Harris, Salon Studio. From Maple Hill, North Carolina. You said that real hard because you know how much I represent Maple Hill.
The county, baby.
And yes, love my town. Yes, been here in Jacksonville for about 17 years. So definitely home here as well. So and I'm glad to be here, y'all. Gotcha. Been knowing these are my homies. I was saying June's my brother, Crystal's my sister, June's my brother as well. Been knowing her for a long time. So a very long time. I think it's been over 15 years, I think, now that I've been knowing you all. Yeah. So when the struggle was real.
When the struggle
was a long way, guys. Look at y'all looking good and blessed. It was a struggle, but I'm so glad to be here. All the glory goes to God. So, yes, for sure. Yes, for sure.
Why are you here today, April?
Well, you know, y'all know a lot of what's going on with me, for sure. And I am currently going through some identity theft things. Not just identity theft, but identity impersonation. So it's been a
What's the difference?
Well, a lot of people, especially when I tell them about what's going on with identity theft, what I got going on with identity theft, I get a lot of, it happened to me too, as far as like the scamming, how people get their information online, or they get their information from, mostly online. A lot of people have got, or through businesses where they have their information stored. My situation happened from my purse being stolen here in Jacksonville. So that's crazy. Wow. And the person that stole my purse is a career criminal. This is what she does. She travels the states, stealing people's things. Her rap sheet is a mile long, and she is a Black woman
40 years old as well. And she's giving my identification and my information to businesses. And they're giving her services and yes, allowing her into my bank accounts. I mean, the list goes on. There's so many things that, she's done. It's a long list, from the bank accounts to renting her cars, and she's rented the cars and, damaged them. They've been repoed. 2 banks she successfully drained. One, state employees. Another one, she went in and got a debit card printed out. They looked her in her face and printed it out. So a lot of these situations with these companies, they're not properly identifying her. And then on top of that, the police isn't helping me as much as I would like them to, because, if it's not more than 10 grand per case, yes. Now everything equals up to over 10 grand.
So she got to make one purchase.
Yes, 10 grand for her to be
like grand theft or something.
For the identity theft to actually be important enough for those laws to kind of come into play, where she can be convicted the way that we feel like she should be convicted, because she has a warrant for her arrest under me right now. But that warrant would be, when she's arrested, it would be like a slap on the wrist. Like she would get like probation. So she's always in and out of jail. I know she knows. I know you know. I know she knows, the laws and things. That's why she's always in and out of jail. She knows what she can do, how far she can go. She does things in increments where she knows it's not gonna, bite her in the butt too much.
Now, have you ever dealt with identity theft in any capacity prior to this?
No, I feel like I've always been like, my husband always tells me, like, I look at the cup half empty instead of it half full. I'm always like on top of stuff, like, or looking at things, I guess you could say the worst. Like I get scary is the word you can use. Like I'm always on top of everything. And the way that my purse was stolen, I was at my daughter's tennis match. I locked my purse in the car. I just had surgery. I just had major surgery. So I wasn't carrying my purse. I left it in the car. And I remember my daughter was like, "You gonna leave your purse in the car?" I was like, yeah. Locked the door. But I had my husband to go back and get my water cup. He left the door unlocked. I try not to beat him up for it. But he left the door unlocked, and that's how she pretty much.
How did you realize that your purse was missing?
When I got in the car and took off, and I didn't see it because it was that's my big brown thing, so I realized it wasn't in there. And I kept reaching everywhere, and I was like, hold up, this. And I remember getting up the road, turning around, went back to Commons, and we went on to call the police from there because we knew it wasn't there. So
you called the police at the Commons?
Yes. I turned around, went back, called the police at Commons.
That's crazy. Do you feel like you could have done anything differently at the time of the incident?
I took my pocketbook. That's the only thing that I feel like a lot of us women do so carelessly. Like I learned that in this, going through this, how many of my friends alone leave their purses in their car?
And I do. I leave my
all the time.
I do.
All the time, leaving in your car. And you leaving in your car, your life can change so much from it. It really can. So I do wish I would have took my purse. But, I
remember I left mine in my purse in front of my mom's house. Car was sitting on the side, left it in front of her house. My purse was stolen at my car too. I think it was 2 or 3 days, and I found my purse thrown over somebody's back in their backyard.
They were looking for some money. And so that's what I thought initially when my purse was stolen. I guess you could say it was my prayer. I was like, maybe some kid, because they were like, it was some teenagers over there. I was like, maybe they looked and seen it wasn't, cash, because I didn't have cash on my card.
Yeah.
And I froze them immediately when I realized it was stolen. I was like, maybe the teenagers got it and I had a Snicker bar in there. I love me a Snicker. Anyway,
Yeah.
You know, I was like, maybe they ate my Snicker bar. And I thought about it, I was like, dang, they got my Snicker. But anyway, I was like, maybe they didn't see there wasn't no cash. And got my little Beats, my earphones, and my Snicker bar, and threw my bag. But, you know, for me to find out, you know, 2 weeks later that she had wreaked so much havoc with my name, it was really devastating. So, yeah.
So what do you feel like people can do to avoid this thing from happening?
Carry your stuff with you. Like, don't. I feel like, and I'm going to say this, I want to be very transparent. My social was in there. I had just had surgery, but I did at times carry my social. I had not been taught to keep your social in a lockbox or keep it put away. I didn't learn a lot about Social Security, which a lot of us don't know much about. Social Security, your life, your credit, all those things until you get into the age where you have to know about that. Yeah. So I hadn't had that ingrained in my head, like, hey,
don't keep it together.
Don't keep it in your purse, you know? And I had it in there and I didn't think about that at that time. I just had it in there unknowingly that it would have caused all the more problems of her having not just my driver's license, but my Social Security too.
So she had your Social Security
card. She has my Social. Well, I don't know if she still has it, but I don't know what's going on still to this day because she's not been caught or anything. So she's in possession of all of that. Yes. So, you know, keep your Social Security if you don't know. And I know it's going to be a lot of people that might be like, what? You don't judge me, please. You know,
but
you can. You know what? It's okay. You can
because I keep mine.
A lot of people don't put it up, so now you know. Like, put it up just in case it's something. So a lot of people know, and they might think, "Oh, that's common sense." Some of us really don't know the severity that can come behind if something would happen.
Always have it with you, or you just had it because you was
a lot of times I did have it with me. I did have it specifically that time because I had just had surgery.
Yeah.
So I did keep all that in there from when I went in for surgery. Yeah. So all my stuff was still in there. I was still recovering. I think I was like two weeks post-op, 2.5 weeks post-op from a major surgery. Yeah. So of course I went looking at taking my things out, and I had it in there before. Gotcha. So it was like a normal thing for me to carry it. For when I go to the bank, and it would be being when I need to use my social for anything. Like I use that as another form of ID. So, you know, I'm hoping that, you know, there are people that don't know that's looking at this like, you know, be mindful of, you know, holding your Social Security card on you. Don't carry it unless you need to have it, and guard it. Like, you know, when you use it for whatever that day is that you need it, use it. When you get back home, put it up, keep it somewhere where, you know, treat it like it is that is your identity. So, you know, that is, you know, it is.
So how do you start over at this point in your life?
There are a lot of things that I'm doing to start over right now. Some things I was telling June that I couldn't even speak of because it's not concluded. Everything is still kind of going on as far as she's not been captured. She's still out there. I know who she is. I know her name. I know what she looks like. I know everything about her. I want to say some other stuff, but we're going to keep it clean. Hey, girl. But anyway, hey, girl. Because y'all know how I am. And it's like, it takes a lot of restraint to let God take care of everything. So, you know, I had to figure everything out on my own because law enforcement, again, feels like if you're not being stabbed or shot or
it's not
nothing's being stolen that's even major, that is, you know, they're not going to do as much footwork or investigating. They're going to kind of put on
past a local level. Like,
I tried to contact FBI. Me and my husband have contacted FBI several times to try to pick up the case because it's cross state lines. I have cases here in Virginia and trying to pursue cases in Orlando, Florida, where she's from. And in Florida, there are a lot of gangs and murders and stuff there. They're really not, like, my investigator tried to call Orlando several times. The investigator in Virginia tried to call Orlando, they would not call back. It's not a big deal. You think about all the kingpin, the drugs and stuff like that. They're not worried about me and my little identity, you know. So I did have to do a lot of things from the question that you asked. Of course, you freeze your credit. I had to do something called a check system because she did open up check accounts under my name with different social securities, which is nuts. How can you open my name, my identity, my address, somebody else's social security? So I'm not. There are so many victims out there. Oh man, I read an article on her where they pulled her over back in 22, and they found like 50 IDs and checkbooks and different things. Like, this is what she does. Did the mic catch that? It did. It is what it is, what she is, and that's what she does. She has no care. When she tried to drain my Navy Federal, she attempted, but she didn't get to.
Okay.
I was able to transfer all my money to another account.
So you had to shut down all your bank accounts?
Yes. Well, at that point, and I'm there hysterical, like, she's at the cusp. This was like days before Christmas. She don't care. She does not care about your likelihood, who the people are that she's scamming. Like, she's just out there like that. So I had to do a check system so that she couldn't open any more check accounts. I had to learn that after the fact. I do have flags on my name, my social security. So if the police even pull me over, I have to give them code words and things so that, I do have freezes where she can't open up utilities in my name. She can't get employed under my name. She can't take out payday loans and things like that. So is this something
you had to go through?
I did it myself. I had to figure out how to do all these things myself. When I come... What I get? What? Me, like, I just ran into these things as I would constantly research, and every time something else came up that was a new fight that I had to fight with the rental cars, because these people are like, she's giving my address. These people are sending me invoices to the stuff she owes. The most recent thing was her opening up a T-Mobile account. She literally opened up a phone account. Now I'm having to fight because she opened up that account while my credit was frozen. How? Now I'm like trying to, go back and forth with these bureaus. Like, how do y'all even allow her? And T-Mobile, if you've seen that it was frozen, how did you allow her to move forward and give her service? I can't get the details of what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do some stuff. It's much more. And when I come back later on the show, I'm gonna say I'm coming back later. When I come back later, we'll talk about this again. We're gonna bring this back up after I finish it. I can talk about a little bit more and be more transparent with it. But there's so many things, and I will go into more detail of that so people can know. I feel like I was purposed to go through it. So God is using me. I had to look at it like that so I don't lose my mind. Mm-hmm. So I'll be giving out more information about what I did and how I did it and stuff. Because there's so many things you need to do. You have to stay like on law enforcement's neck to, get them to do stuff. Like, even to get the police report, I had to pay a lawyer $250 to get a detailed police report. Because they were saying I needed a court order in North Carolina to get a police report, not a regular one because it's to the public. Yeah. To get a detailed police report, I have to get a court order. And I go in there and they send me here, they send me there in the courthouse. And they're like, well, you get this paperwork from somewhere. And I'm like, where is somewhere? Well, it's somewhere. You get a lawyer and they'll help you fill it out and then you'll put in a motion to get the detail. I'm a victim. And then on top of that, I've been trying to find a lawyer to help me. No lawyer from here to Charlotte to Raleigh, I could not find to help me with this because I'm the victim. If I would have been the criminal, because it's a lot of criminal defense lawyers.
That's crazy.
I can't find no lawyer. And I'm hoping that this podcast can reach out to someone that maybe sees this and say, you know what, hey, maybe I will represent because you're going to get broke off. Trust me. Nowhere can I find somebody. Everywhere I call, are you the victim? Yeah, I'm the victim. We can't. We're not taking right. What?
So you got to be a criminal to get.
And then I had to find someone, and my cousin, very grateful for her, who put me on to someone that she knew. Yeah. She's an attorney, someone that she knows here in Jacksonville. He was able to help. He didn't get a court order. He called my investigator just like I do. And the investigator gave him a copy of the police report. The justice system. Like, and then I had to pay this lawyer $250 for him talking on the phone to get this police report.
Something
that he could have just gave to me. It's a lot. It's really a lot. And I'm in the point right now, I'm just like, I'm still going through. I still can't use my bank accounts because she's able to walk into, and I run a business. I still can't use my bank accounts because of her being able to have going into banks and, drain my account, going to another bank, print out a debit card. So right now I'm under another identity of a family so that, I can run my business properly. I'm not going to complain. There's nothing to complain about. I'm very grateful that God has allowed me to still run my business in the midst of all that's going on. So I will get it back tenfold. So, you
will.
Yeah.
What's the biggest thing you want people to know about identity theft that they might have not known prior to this?
Please don't think it won't happen to you. Please do not think it won't happen to you. And listen, I have been through some stuff. Y'all know me. We'll just say that y'all know me. Y'all know a lot of things that I have been through. A lot. I'm talking about some drastic things I have been through. This was one of the hardest things I have ever been through because you have absolutely no control of it. Somebody out there with a criminal record. I have no criminal record. And somebody's out there running rampant over my stuff. Me and my husband just went on vacation this week, and I had to make sure that I didn't book it in my name because I'm like, dang, I wonder if she got a hotel in my name with my driver's license and trashed the hotel. That's what I think rubbed me wrong with Enterprise. Like, y'all know my history. They had me on a ban list because of me owing almost $7,000 for this car. And I'm like, y'all know how I operate, and you see.
So she rented a car and trashed the car?
She went to Virginia, rented the car, put 5,000 miles on that car. I know she collected more victims. The car that she rented the car with the MasterCard, that was not mine. So I'm sure it was in somebody else's name. She put 5,000 miles on the car. They ended up repoing it from Florida. She got it with 7 miles, put all those miles on it, and it was damaged. Yeah. So... yeah, please don't think it can't happen to you, and be careful. Like, be mindful of everything, your surroundings, your stuff. Like, treat your stuff like you don't want it to be stolen, especially your identity. Like, what can you do with that? What they can do with that is so much they can do with your identity, especially if you're an upstanding person. Yeah, so.
Gotcha. Well, we appreciate that information on identity theft.
Yeah.
So now we have come to the portion of our show that I know you've been waiting on. And we have our top 5.
She been talking about this top 5.
Top 5 for today is top 5 R&B groups. Male or female.
Top 5 R&B groups? Dang, you didn't give me a heads up on this either.
Nah.
And what's going to make it hard for me is because I'm really a huge gospel fan too. Yeah. Gospel is it surpasses R&B.
Yeah.
But
it's the R&B.
But we do R&B. Commission. No. Okay. R&B. We start with me?
Yeah.
And I'm starting at where? 5 or 1?
It's up to you.
5?
No particular
order.
order.
5. Oh, no particular. Oh, that's even better. No particular order. Mint Condition, for sure. Mint Condition got to be thrown in there. They're a band. That's a true band right there. They write all their music. No. Don't argue with me. I just want to tell you. I want to break it down. We didn't have one. Mint Condition. Mint Condition. No question.
What's your favorite Mint Condition song?
Oh my God.
Do you have one?
Nothing Left to Say? Probably heard that, right? Yeah, man. Y'all got to listen to some.
I'm saying, y'all.
I know you know.
I'm saying.
You know that one? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Nothing Left to Say.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing Left to Say. Let me see. Mint Condition. Oh, June, this is hard. Groups. Janae. Johnny. Ooh, I love them. Ooh, I hope y'all. Crush. Crush is mine. Ooh, that's my joint right there. Let me see. I don't want to take up too much time. I'm trying to think. Ooh, this is hard. SWV vocals.
I'm with you on that one.
No question.
Okay, so you know I gotta ask.
Jodeci.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, Jodeci. Ooh, for one more. R&B, one more. Dang, why I want to say Nah, I ain't gonna give it to them. June, why would you do that?
Who would you say? You can do honorable mention.
Nah, we gotta get the 5 out the way first.
Yeah, she said she wanted
5. The last one. Oh, and they'll be mad when I leave. Come like, ooh, why didn't I pick them? Dang, I might have to come back because I don't want to hold up too much time.
So my 5, New Edition at the top, followed by Boys to Men, followed by KC and JoJo, not Jodeci, just KC. Just KC and JoJo. Devontae is down at the top.
And what Devontae swing? Hold up, camera, bring it back.
Nah. He's doing this right here. This right here. And push him down.
I got the mic. I got the camera. Thanks. Devontae swing wrote a lot.
It don't matter.
Their music.
It don't matter.
Okay. And produced.
Casey and
Jodeci.
He wasn't out there forever, my lady, and come and talk to me. He wasn't singing them vocals.
No, he wasn't singing it because he was the brains behind it.
Don't matter. You can be the brains, but who actually
so you said Casey JoJo, you said Jodeci.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So what I got? That's 3. I said Escape. Best.
So you take Escape over SWV
all day long.
Why I want to say immature so
I said
that listen, and also we the same age, so like immature back then, and I'm going back to like my childhood.
Yeah,
that is crazy because he had that on his list.
Crazy, yeah.
I just love when they were just great entertainers.
For real.
But then you got to get the Destiny Child too.
Thank you.
Destiny Child was like that.
Which one? 3 groups.
Say My Name album, Destiny Child, like old school. So teenage. Okay. When we were teenagers, they were early adults.
Say My Name was on Radio on the Wall.
Yes.
So that was
And
the last 4 albums.
I like all of that. I wish that they would come out with a tour. Like they need to quit playing.
Listen,
Beyonce, don't beat me up behind. Sorry.
You're not a Beyonce fan.
Thank you. She's great entertainment. Look, that might make them not even want to look at you. Oh, she's really foolish and recklessly. Beyonce cool. I'm just not, great entertainer, great singer. Destiny Child, like they pull out a concert, I'm there front
What's
center.
your favorite Destiny Child song?
Brown Eyes. I feel like Brown Eyes is my favorite. Oh, or Emotions. Ooh,
I like Emotions.
Oh no. If I don't pick up the phone. Oh God, are you talking about vocals? I cannot sing. If. Oh
yeah.
Oh no, he did. Okay. Sorry, y'all. You put me in a choir, I could blow, but don't have me sing solo. If was that. So we going from early Beyonce, early Destiny Child to late.
I agree with that
for sure.
So that was your 4th one, right? Immature?
Yeah.
You forgot one.
No.
You have said LSG.
I did
and I
LSG.
gave you 2 thumbs down.
Thumbs down. 4.
We talking about Gerald Levert, Keith Sweat, and Johnny Gill. Come on, man.
Terrible. Like,
they need to last long because they really, they cut up a little bit.
You can't say it was a group, right?
You might as well bring like Troop and them in here too. Remember True?
Yeah, I remember True.
Man, Spread My Wings. What? I still listen to all that. Like, 90s R&B never gets old. Listen over and over, like, you know, like, I know, like, there's
brand new
things going on for me to listen to the stuff I listen to over and over.
Yeah, I had a radio station out there in Maple Hill.
What?
Listen to the radio.
Wow.
People in Maple Hill, please don't come for me.
Maple Hill
It
people.
was strictly in show.
Maple Hill people.
Don't come for me.
Maple Hill people forgive him for what he's
Please. Please do.
not what he says.
Please do. Please.
Okay, he knows not what he says.
I ain't scared, but yeah, please. No.
You should be.
Nah.
So, no, honestly, like, did y'all have your own radio station?
No, we didn't have our own radio station. Of course not, but we
Y'all
listened
picked
to
up 97.3?
We picked up 97.3, 101.9,
Oh, okay. So
99.1.
Clear?
Like,
99.1 was clear?
Whoa.
I'm just asking. Y'all are close to the Fayetteville. Y'all are close
Audience,
to the
this is the
Fayetteville.
stuff that why we argue like we do.
I've been quiet the whole show.
Now
Somebody
he wanna
messed up
show
the
out.
question.
He wanna show
Somebody
out.
messed the questions was supposed to be back and forth, back and forth.
Now
You
he wanna
didn't
show
finish
out.
it because it didn't flow in order.
Now he wants
Yeah,
I felt like
go back and forth.
I feel like it was a wonderful flooding.
You didn't finish up
I ain't
got
say-
an
I didn't
attitude.
say nothing.
Now he got an attitude.
Yeah,
America.
four.
Not Jacksonville.
I ain't say nothing to that.
And surrounding areas.
He got an
Absolutely, Maple Hill picked up everything. And see, let me tell you what's so beautiful about Maple Hill.
What's that?
Our land.
She about that 910 too.
Our land 910. We're part of Pender County. Pender County is very huge.
It is?
Our land is beautiful in Maple Hill.
No, I was just, I didn't know
You
how.
gonna let that come for you like that?
I'm not. What did I say? What'd you say?
I just said it wasn't really big. I didn't
Maple
know.
Hill's huge. Yeah, it's pretty big. It's not huge. Pender County is one of the largest counties or it is. I think it's like top 3 largest counties in North Carolina. Now, Maple Hill is known for the things that we produce there. They produce a lot of tobacco. We grew our own. So, my grandparents, blueberries. A lot of blueberries. Got blueberry
My mom
farms.
said they used to go to
Good blueberry, masculine grapes. Some of the best, sweetest,
Big
delicious.
seed.
Yeah, listen. Oh man, we love that. Even to your mouth itch. What? Oh my God.
Is the
And my
nasty one.
grandparents who are Wootons they had a lot. They grew their own stuff. They were missionaries in Maple Hill. They canned a lot of things. They did a lot of preserves and stuff. They fed people. They fed the hungry. We had a lot of hogs. They had a lot of chickens. They had a lot. When it came to that was very fruitful, and that was rich.
Yeah.
Especially then, that was rich. Oh,
Right.
them people got, and I do wish I could have learned to do a lot of the things that they do. I do have cousins that do like working bees and stuff, and some of them do work in jellies and things like that, and they still grow. Like I get a lot of my stuff still from Maple Hill. Sweet potatoes, cabbages, tomatoes.
They're doing the parade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have a market now.
Hey, you done asked enough questions.
2 weeks,
I'm done.
2 weeks
I'm
out of the
done.
month, Maple Hill Market is on and popping at the Maple Hill Schoolhouse. This past weekend they just was out there, and then they'll come out there like not this weekend, but like every 2 weeks they'll come out.
You said
Maple Hill Market at the Maple Hill Schoolhouse.
Who goes to this?
Nobody goes there anymore, but it used to be a school, the elementary school for Maple Hill. Yep. Got a lot of history.
How long you been doing hair, April?
All my life. Everybody from high school remember me. I used to do their hair. Dirty, nasty hair. I ain't had their hair washed and they're braiding their hair.
I tell you, boy, I remember back when April was in hair school at Lamont, and I could go get my braids done for like $40.
Right, clear. Now he paying school price.
Man,
That's what every
He
time.
was in there while everybody was. I did no mannequin work in school, and I went to school
Loved
late
it.
because I did hair in the kitchen
loved it.
for since I was
I started in the
13.
kitchen quite a few times.
Every job I worked there, everybody knew I could do hair. I did hair. I did hair at home all the way up to, the Lord told me to go head on back to school. And when I did, them jokers ate me alive. I did no mannequin work. I had people that came to the school when I was on the floor. I did enough hair.
I was there.
And if I wasn't doing hair, I was doing the president in the front office hair. Or I was doing students and teachers. And the teachers would have me teaching.
Who was the president?
She's not of our she's not, Yeah. It's Caucasian.
I'm
I did her hair.
So you know how to do Caucasian? Okay.
Quit playing with me.
I'm just
Absolutely.
make sure the people know.
Everybody.
Make sure the people know.
Come through.
Make sure the people know.
I don't braid anymore. That was my first love. I don't braid. But I'm about to step into something new. So it's going to be some new things that y'all can look forward to. I haven't been on my social media much. Haven't been up there about a year. So I'll be getting back up there and starting back with getting everything going, bring some new things, some new flavor that I got, some things I'm working on right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got one more question about the incident that I didn't ask. Forgiveness. Have you forgiven her?
That's a good one. Because you want to know what? I pray for her. I pray for her. I call out her whole name and I pray for her. I know you heard my voice shaking a little bit. I really do. I pray for her. And my prayer is that at the end of all this, that she calls out his name. That's what I thank God for using me in this situation because, I feel like I am strong enough and that he's allowing me to go through it because I am strong enough. And I cover everybody that's going through it under her. Mm-hmm. And I ask the Lord even to have mercy at times, but she has to wreak. But I pray for her. I really do. I pray for her all the time, and especially when I get real mad and want to, drive to Florida.
Drive to Florida.
And find her. I'm like, Lord, you know what? Go to where she is right now.
I am done asking questions.
And then arguing, just
go ahead, finish your question.
This is good stuff, though, guys. This is raw. Mm-hmm. Are y'all going to cut this at all?
Nah.
This is raw. This is good stuff. Right. I'm glad to be in the midst of it.
So, the Maple Hill Parade, how big of a deal is that?
Big. And let me tell you something, Maple Hill people. He forgive him.
I'm asking questions.
Relax.
Oh, so he never been to a parade.
Relax. I invite y'all to come. I would love for y'all to come this year and see what we do. Come eat good. It's always the third Saturday in October. In October.
It be cold.
It depends. Every year it differs. In the Bible it say that we won't know the season. And sometimes I don't be knowing what season it is. Especially here. But 3rd October, and every year, the 3rd October is when we turn up. And, y'all come eat good. Come. Huh? Say it again.
Put boots on the ground.
You can. Because we love us a little boots. I love me some boots.
Yes.
Yeah, I love your little boots. Come out, come hang out. Maple Hill Parade. We, our vendors are out there. We have a lot of talented people. I'm out there selling oils and stuff sometimes. This year I will be there with my I'm a part of a nonprofit called Prodigy Movement Incorporated. Real quick, because I know we run out of time. Prodigy Movement Incorporated. It is where we are saving our youth, in Maple Hill. It is an outlet for the youth, whether they have issues. We recognize those who are doing well. We have events. We are giving scholarships this year. Every year, starting this year, we raise money to help those in need. It's so much that we do. And it is just starting. This is year 2. I am the secretary and the program coordinator there.
This is just strictly for Maple Hill or Pinnacle County? It's
all over. Wherever it is, it's based in Maple Hill, but we can anywhere.
Okay.
Call us if you need.
Well, you not answering that.
Okay, last question.
It's a reality show, y'all.
If we had if Nelly had a concert at the Hilton Garden Inn, and
put the camera on me while he asking.
$50. Would you pay $50 to go see Nelly?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you pay $100? Nelly can put on the show, right?
Let me tell you something about Nelly back in the day. What? Listen,
I'm not giving him 100.
Yeah, it would.
Unless he has somebody with him.
Listen, and we got wide open. Listen, back then, especially when Nelly used to wear them daggone baseball jerseys
with the The baby,
front center, Holland.
but that's not Nelly you gonna get.
She coming back.
Holland.
She's coming
That's
back.
not Nelly you gonna
She's
get.
coming back. Yeah.
Loc'd N Love.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning
Like,
in.
subscribe, all that.
Thank y'all.